Good morning, YouTube. Sorry I'm late signing in, and then I set up to 5:45 p.m. It's too much, really. Really, now my GPS ain't working. Oh, well, let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Hold on, let me. Oh, 14 miles. Oh, boy. Come on. You know what? I totally forgot. I got another GPS. GPS is acting stupid. Oh, I'm getting too old. I'm getting too old for this mess. Hold on, guys. I'll be with you in just a second. Let me knock both of these out. Forgot I got another one GPS acting stupid, and I got another GPS sitting in the window. Righty, let's do this. Come on, home. Find, find. I gotta. I'm trying to find the trailer. Find it elsewhere. And gotta use my other GPS. We're going to the Walmart DC. So let's see here. Where to? Guided search. New location. Address. Do postal. 30241. Wait, completed. Okay. Church Road and the number 385. Okay. See, somebody sent me a message, so let's see, 385. Bam. I'm gonna explain why I'm running late in just a second. Let's start. Okay, close app. Gotta unhook from this trailer. Be with y'all in just so let me explain what the heck's going on. Oh, well, what happened? I'm delivering a load, right? But these trailers are in here like freaking sardines. And it took me 30 minutes to get it just freaking right. And in the middle of me not trying to whack the trailer and do all of that stuff, that's the main reason why I'm late. Trying not to spaz out, because if you can look to the right, those trailers are so close. You got to swing it around. So I had to move the rear tandems all the way back so the swing won't be too much when I'm getting in that hole. So while I'm backing in the hole, I'm swinging around on the left side. See all these trailers, trying not to whack them, and I'm spazzing out because the yard jockey is staring at me, waiting on me, and I can never back up into a hole when someone's staring at me. I lose it. So I was just taking deep breath and trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Oh my God. I'm so happy that I didn't destroy anything, and I wound up being like 10 minutes late. Yeah, no trip. All right. I wound up being 10 minutes late, um, because of these new. Good morning, Mr. Terry. These new practices. Normally, I would have just went for it. You know what I mean? But if you run out of hours, now you're written up, and then you got to take an 8-hour class. You're on hold. You're not making no money. So I mean, they're not making it easy. So I got up and hauled ass, and then after that, right when I was getting into Atlanta, big big either accident or some other crap. So that's what I had to do there. Oh, so, ooh, boy, it was a hot boo boo mess. It was a hot mess. Let's just say like that. But we got it. Now I gotta get this load and get as far as I can. Now I got 2 days in a fucking row. Well, no, 2 loads in a row. But I'm sorry. I'm not listening. Okay, first of all, let's slow down. Let's take a deep breath so we don't start effing stuff up. The world's waking up. I've been driving since 1 this morning. Gotta love it. You know? Yeah, freaking gotta love it. Okay. In cruise news talk. Oh, so we're heading north. I thought we were gonna head further south. Thank God. Okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. So I'm heading closer to Noonan, where I gotta pick up the load anyway. But in cruise news, I found another white people, not white people battling black people, but white people fighting other white people on Carnival. So once again, I'm gonna keep on. When I spot them, I'm gonna say them. Ratchet is universal, and it seems like when white folks fight, they be going at it when they fighting each other. they be freaking going at. They were going at it, bro. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I don't want to fight, man. I'm too old for this crap. I don't want. I don't want none of that. I want to be on a vacation. Also, I don't know about it, but this I'm not saying they're beefing, but they were really tight on TikTok. Two cruise content creators. Now they're not friends anymore. Um, and that's sad because I like both of them. I like both. I like both of them. And that's sad. Mike, give me a 1 if you think I should. I'm gonna do a warning video for AliExpress. If you try, because they've got them all over the place. You can get 90% off on these driving lawnmowers, and it turns out these lawnmowers ain't small. They're about like 32 inches wide. They're about as big as my John Deere, and they're saying you can get it for 2 and some change, and then you never get it. And then they upsell you. Well, we got one that will bring to America for 1,400 for $1,000, and then 1,400 for the shipping fee. Then you got to drive down to whatever container ship port and pick it up. Because that's how most of the time they do when you're getting something from China. You got to go to the port and you got to pick it up, which I think is freaking stupid. But I'm gonna warn him. I'm gonna put a word on. I just been a little tired lately, and I'm thinking about doing that. I turned off my water because it's gonna rain like 2 or 3 days this week. But no, I'm just. It's time to start dialing back because fall is coming and winter's coming. Um, right now it's 75 degrees. It's crazy how the weather switched so quickly down in the south. Um, it's crazy. Okay, we got 10 miles, exit 18. Okay, gotcha. We got to go to the Walmart. They said there's one trailer there. So I'm going to Walmart to pick that up. I don't know, night's making me nervous, man. Ain't that many trailers around. So next time, when I went home last time, she's like, "Can you, drop your trailer off?" And I'm like, "No, it's messing up my plan." But it is what it is. I'm gonna set myself up. I'm going home in a week. The neighbor's got another 2 lawns he wants me to cut. He's gonna pay me for it. Start working on a side hustle. I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna get those, and then I'm gonna go take care of Charles's house. See what I can do to, you know, finish up over there, and just start working it. And work my lawn. When your lawn grows better when you cut it a lot. And normally I'm only stuck cutting it once a month. But I got to get the lawn ready for fall because it's really going to start going dormant in October. It's really going to start going dormant in October. So I got to get ready for that. What the? But see, and this is the thing. I'm trying not to be discouraged. It's hard when you're trying to do everything and get everything done. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm just going to try to do the best I possibly can. That's all I can do at this point. What the heck? Oh, it's rubbing on my whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I'm surprised, man. That Bermuda looking beautiful. I can't hold. It's gonna probably take a year for it to fill in, but it's looking really good. It's probably gonna take a year for that to fill in, but I'm gonna keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing. You know. Um, I'm noticing how much negative stuff sells online, on YouTube, um, and it's the same thing. And Mr. Terry can attest to this about religion. One lady was saying um, how the pastors manipulate you. um, into feeling guilty and stuff like that, and use your confessions and stuff like that as sermons. And yeah, that part of it I believe. But the fact is, a lot of folks they're saying that the slave masters gave us Christianity, but if you look at it, Christianity was black anyway. But nobody wants to accept that. The, the slave masters gave us the whitewashed white version, but if you get into the Ethiopian Bible, it's telling you more of where Christianity came from. It's also, if you look, even Putin, whitewashed Putin showed paintings of the apostles, paintings of Jesus, and they were all black. It just they just had them hidden away, and Putin showed them. When you get a chance, just Google that mess. Just Google that mess. And I said it to one guy. I said, "Look, man," because one other guy said it. You know, what religion was we doing before all of this? And everybody has a negative thing. You can trust who you want it. You can believe who you want to believe. You can pray to whoever you want to pray. That's on you. All I know is just gonna say the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me 11 years ago when He knew I was about to die, and said, "Get your behind and go back to bed, cause something about to happen." And I said, "Okay," and I rolled back over and went back to sleep. And that's when it happened. That's when the truck blew up and everything, and I survived all of that. But something spoke to me. It wasn't my conscience. It wasn't no. I heard a voice say, "Go back to bed." You know, that's why I believe. I don't believe in the whitewashed gay version that the picture that Michelangelo painted of his boyfriend and said that was Jesus of Nazareth. Come on, bro. Let it go. Let it go. But see, from religion to relationships, everything is our fault as a male. Everything is our fault. And when it's not our fault, it will be made to be our fault. How do you live like that? Being a highly sensitive man, how do you live like that? I mean, I'm still trying to figure that one out. But it is what it is. My body's acting all crazy. I just got to start making plans. I got to save up. I might have nerve damage because of. I'm hoping. Honestly, I'm hoping I have nerve damage. I'm hoping I don't have another freaking hernia. I'm hoping I have nerve damage. But if I do have another hernia, I got to start making plans. I'm going to start putting some money aside because I got to pay for this first hernia surgery. I'm still making payments on that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that ain't crazy. Yeah, you're right. Religion is personal, and belief is personal. And I'm just telling you why I believe, because a voice spoke to me. That wasn't me speaking to myself. A voice spoke to me, it saved me. And when I screamed out to God, and my life turned around. So again, that's my religious part of the morning. Um, Another thing, I'm finding out these new truckers. You can always tell them they pretty boys. They're walking across the parking lot. Got to go in and take a shower with freshly clean Jordans. I don't wear my good sneakers on this truck because I get axle grease on all the time. And they got to take this shower. Those showers, add that up. $15 a day for 7 days. You're barely making ends meet. You gonna waste your money on that? or the other one. Yeah, like I said, that's why I get home more. Um, the other thing is guys making fun about some truckers have garbage bags and buckets and toilet seats because you get one of them days because we don't eat that good out here. Nobody eats good out here. Okay, warning, warning, warning. Stinky booty confessions. Nobody eats good out here. What's gonna happen if you get the bubbles? With your stomach is going blah, 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 and you got to go, and it ain't a regular poo poopy do. What are you gonna do then? I've had that happen to me. You out there in the middle of nowhere, on the side of a road, trying to find a place to hide, and you, that's nasty. It's you get out and you got a lot of the new women. The place smell like pee. The place smell like pee. Of course, it smell like pee. Cause guess what a trucker does? He's going doing the number one, putting it in a container, and then he's throwing it out. He's not throwing it out in the garbage. I'm not saying it's right. Or he's emptied out of a cup or whatever. This ain't regular. This ain't regular life out here, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't regular life out here. This is the jungle. Welcome to the freaking jungle. This this place is crazy. That's why, like, right now, for the next 3 or 4 months, I'm coming home every 2 weeks. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out because of the jungle. I'm gonna come home and have Saturday, Sunday off, and then head back to work. Can't take 3 or 4 days off. My check looks horrible. My check looks horrible if I don't take it off, but it looks worse. So I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what I got to do. But you don't hear me complaining. I'm just, hey, welcome in, blah blah blah. Because you know what? Times are tough and they're getting harder. The Cheeto, the Cheeto bandit has made it worse for all of us, and people still holding on for hope. All hope is gone, bro. All hope is gone. You gonna sit here and bleed a hype? Okay, good luck. Good luck with that one. Okay, let's make it right here. I'm running low on money. I can't keep throwing on credit cards trying to do new things with the yard. I gotta do the cheapest things. Mike, I'm going back to and not buying no sod for a minute, but I'm gonna wait because I'm almost done in the front. I'm gonna wait and wait till with the price is gonna start going down again because the season is the season's coming to an end. Mowing season's coming to an end. But hey, it is what it is. At least the sun will come out tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta knuckle down because I'm gonna be moving that trailer more. I went on the TikTok shop and got the Vivor trailer dolly, but I didn't put it on the credit card and I didn't put on use my money. I used it's a Lear or something like that. I was $50 down to paying my wife's pocketbook off, but you can do like $35 a month. So I'm getting the expensive trailer dolly, which is 160. I'll have it paid off in a couple of months. But I need that because me lifting is just gonna make my if I got one, it make it worse, and I don't want to make it worse. the hernia, lifting it and dragging it and all of that stuff. So that part of it, I got to keep down to a minimum. You know what I mean? We got to keep down to a minimum. Yeah, being aware and having some control, and I'm even happy with some control compared to no control. You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm more happy with some control compared to no control. 11 years ago, I had no control, but now some control. Um, some control is better than no control. You know what I mean? Um, and just figuring out life, stuff that I should have learned a long time ago. I'm figuring out now. Boy, that it does suck. Really. Oh man. But hey, it is what it is. But again, figure it out. Ain't got no choice. Ain't got no choice. Come on now. I don't. Yeah, this is the gate to Walmart down here in Lagrange, and what you got to do is you check in, and again, all I'm really doing is looking for an empty. Says they says they have one empty here, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that one. Hopefully, he tore up from the floor. What's that board say? New milk plant. I'm not close enough to read what that is. That's a picture of Georgia. Sausages on the grill. So it's a Walmart commercial. It looked like a commercial. It looks like that's a roulette wheel. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Let's see here. Well, hey, it is what it is. Um, it's under a month that we're going on this cruise, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait. I remember going from no vacation in my adult life to one vacation a year. Now it's two vacations a year, and many trips in the midst. You, my wife be thinking I'm looking for better. Jeffro, please. We're probably gonna be going down to Louisiana to see the Giants play, and we're looking to do. I think it's MSC's got a 2-day cruise. We're looking to do that. See if I can squeeze that in. So it's just like little stuff mixed here and there for um, for enjoyment. And I was like talking to Charles, hey, man, a lot of times you got to, um, instead of just sitting around and worrying, you got to keep going because you don't know when you're physically not going to be able to do the things that you want to do anymore. If you're thinking about, oh, well, I'll do it next year, well, I'll do it next year, you don't know what's going to come. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say that is this life I'm living right here. You don't know when what tomorrow's going to bring. So why not enjoy it while you can? Even enjoy it on a budget. Come on, it don't take that long to check in. For Pete's sake. There we go. I'm just gonna have to jump out and say, hey, I'm looking for a trailer. But it's all traffic jam. You think somebody gonna hit him? I could care less about your behind. Have any of you guys start seeing the videos about these women nowadays? Oh, he probably did. He probably did, but can't use my toilet. Couple of that. We're gonna empty that. We're gonna empty that puppy out later on this morning when I head into Florida. See, Florida has legal places where I can dispose of certain certain situations. I have rubber gloves, and guess what? I had hazmat gloves before these rubber gloves. I'm gonna put them back. I'm gonna bleach them or wash them and put them back on. I had hazmat gloves. Charles gave me some hazmat. I'm gonna bring them empty, empty out or whatever. See, most of my lives gonna be me sitting in this line. Jesus. Normally there was, any other place they'd have waved me on, but no, no, that's all right. That's all right. That's okay. We gonna get it done anyway. Well, what you guys got for the weekend? Um, I'm getting excited the fact that I'm going home next week. I've been only on I'm start doing 2 weeks for a little while. I'm going this one, and then 2 weeks after that we're going on a cruise, and then I'm going to take 2 weeks after that. No, screw this. Need I can always tell when I'm getting burnt out, and I'm getting burnt. I'm getting burnt out because I don't want to do the stuff I like to do. You know what I mean? Oh, Frogger in the court needed ride. Hambone. I got to keep an eye on the weather because it's almost about that time to bring the avocado tree in, and I got to start looking or reading up on how to prune my peach tree because it didn't dawn on me that I think it was someone in the chat had said that The peaches only come on new growth. I'm Mike. I'm working on it, bro. We working on it. We're gonna figure something out. I'm definitely gonna figure something out because I would love to be home every night. I would love to be, you know, um, see, that's why I overdo it with the lawn care and stuff when I'm home because I'm only home. I've been only been home once a month, 12 times a year. But now I gotta start coming home a little bit more and start enjoying some home time so that I can um, be a better husband, better man, better everything. I'm always trying to work on me. Um, Still ain't figured out how to work on me, but one way or another, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Guy walking with his slippers on, knowing you ain't supposed to be in a commercial truck with freaking slippers or flip flops. But some of us follow the rules, the rest don't. Let's see here. It's 69547. Come on, bro. You can go now. Anytime now. Alrighty. Well, like I said, appreciate y'all coming in and being a part of the live. Just let my man know. Just looking to get an empty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's down to the first right, third left. All right. Good morning, Wallace. The other thing is, um, a lot of times we talk about mental, mental state, but I got to start working again. I'm not. What's the word? I am not consistent, but I got to start working again. One, I'm slowly getting back to diet. My healthy eating, but I got to start working on exercise. I'd be so wore out at the end of the day. I don't know if I should get up in the morning. The reason I don't because it's dark and spooky out. It's where I parked last night, dark and spooky. You know what I'm saying? Dark and spooky, but it's these are the places but you got to figure out what's going to be good for me. And I got to figure it out because when I start figuring it out, it all falls into place. Like right now, I've been, just taking supplements, and this stuff's working. Especially I spot it as like cinnamon pills. I take cinnamon pills, vitamin C. I've been inflamed in certain areas, and it's helping. It does what it needs to do. But I got to start eating better, When I get this other truck, I have another refrigerator. I'm going to have that refrigerator with and start buying green leafy vegetables. Not a lot of fruits, but like berries and stuff like that, and mix and match and put that stuff into my diet, so that I can start taking less and less supplements, but have the right diet that is bringing in all of those specific things. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Gotta love it, Walmart. Walmart. This is what when y'all. This is all they. This is the mega store stuff. Now it says it's here. I just gotta hope it's in the back. It should be in the back here. Come on. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. All right, let's see. Okay. Now we're into the dirt lot. Storage. Okay. Yeah. Oh shoot. Here we go again. Now I'm on the dirt road four wheeling. Okay. What the heck? Come on. Come on. Where I spot it. I spy. I spy with my eye. Hey, Miss T with the T. Hey, yep, that's the trail I need. Some of these places, boy, and like I said earlier, the reason I was late because I had to get out of an area that was so freaking. I parked in the area, so you don't want to destroy the trailer by trying to back up, and you want to back it up into other trailers. Let's see here. Alrighty. I'm gonna get a camera and mount it on the side so y'all can see when I'm backing up and doing that stuff, so you can see what the heck I do and how long it takes me to figure some of this stuff out. Oh, that's why I'm like I'm on a mission to keep losing weight, and I'm telling you guys, but I'm not broadcasting it because people be jealous. They be jealous and they be hating, and they just can't see a person growing. They can't see a person doing better than them. But the fact is, if you stay humble, your time will come. Keep keep grinding. Your time will come. I don't expect to make no money out of this, but I got people to talk to. I got people to talk to early in the morning. I got people to talk to early in the morning, and 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 I figured out how to toughen up. YouTube will toughen you up one way or the other. You know, YouTube will toughen you up one way or the other. Like it or not, you gonna toughen up on YouTube, my brothers and sisters. Oh boy, the wheels are all the way in the back. Hey, Miss T, was you out walking the dog? Only the night owls or the early morning folks be up here up with me, or the people heading to work. Hopefully y'all don't lose me. Hold on, I gotta check the back of this thing, make sure. Get out of here. What time is it? All right, it's about that time. About that time. Got to head on out. All right, guys, coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your workout on and positive affirmations and fashion sense. That is Lugo Studios at 7:15. In prayer. So I survived till then. Jim says